Skol Vikings. What's up, my fellow purple people eaters? This is your diehard Vikings fan breaking down the latest from Vikings news. And oh man, if you're as fired up as I am about turning this season around, you're gonna love this. Picture this. We're clawing back from the brink, hearts pounding with just 50 seconds left against the Bears, tasting that sweet 1-point lead, and bam! Our special teams coverage unit springs a leak bigger than Lake Superior, letting Devin Duvernay bolt 56 yards right to our 40-yard line. Chicago strolls in for a chip shot 48-yard field goal, and poof, game over just like that. It's the kind of gut punch that leaves you yelling at the TV, right? But hold up, because today's Vikings news scoop isn't just venting. It's got hope dripping from it like fresh hot dish at a tailgate. Stick with me through this wild ride of 15 segments, where we'll dissect the mess, spotlight the shiny rookie who's got flashes of brilliance, and, get this, talk about reuniting with an old purple flame who's suddenly available to plug those holes. Who's ready to dream big and scream Skol? Let's charge in. The sting from that Bears loss is still raw, isn't it? We're talking about a unit that's supposed to be the unsung heroes, flipping field position and stealing momentum. But lately, it's been more like watching a leaky boat sink in the Mississippi. Kevin O'Connell, our fearless head coach, was fuming on the sideline, visibly, passionately upset with special teams coordinator Matt Daniels, and who can blame him? That 56-yard return wasn't just bad luck. It was a coverage breakdown that gifted Chicago everything they needed. 3 easy runs and a game-winning kick with zero sweat. As a Vikings lifer, it kills me to say it, but this isn't isolated. It's the third time this season a special teams gaffe has directly handed points to the opponent, costing us over 150 combined yards in field position. What do you think, fam? Is it coaching tweaks or just plain execution? Drop your hot takes in the comments. I'm dying to hear if you're as over it as I am. But here's the teaser that kept me up last night. Amid the chaos, there's a lifeline floating free agent waters. A guy who knows US Bank Stadium like the back of his hand and could steady this ship before we hit the playoffs. Or at least build for the dynasty run we all crave. We're not quitting on 2025 yet. Far from it. This special teams saga is fixable, way easier than overhauling the D-line or QB drama. And Vikings news is buzzing with the perfect reunion play. Buckle up. Next up, we're zooming in on why this unit's youth is both a blessing and a curse. Rookie sensation Miles Price. Man, where do I even start with this kid? He's got that explosive spark we've been missing since Cordarrelle Patterson lit up the league, turning routine kickoffs into highlight reel sprints that make you leap off the couch. But oh, the heartbreak. 3 fumbles this season already, including one that turned a surefire scoring drive into a turnover. It's like watching a Ferrari with faulty brakes. Pure potential, but those slips have us holding our breath every return. According to Vikings territory stats, Price's average return yards sit at 28.4 before penalties, third best in the NFC, yet we've lost 112 yards to flags on his plays alone. As a fan who's bled purple since the '98 draft, I see a star in the making, but we need vets to mentor him through the mental game. Who's your pick for breakout rookie this year? Price or bust? Tell me below. Penalties, though. They're the real villain in this special teams thriller, popping up like unwanted Vikings snow in July. We're tied for third in the league with 18 special teams flags, hemorrhaging 606 yards per Tremedia metrics, and it's no coincidence our kickoff returns lead the NFL in infractions at 12. Remember that ghost of a 99-yard touchdown return for Price against Detroit? Wiped clean by a holding call that had the whole stadium groaning. It's sloppy, it's undisciplined, and it's costing us games we should steal. Coach Daniels has to drill this out in practice, positioning, blocking angles, all of it, because one more brain freeze and we're toast in the division race. Fans, have you noticed the pattern? Every close loss ties back here. Rage comment if you're with me. Zooming out, our special teams crew is greener than a St. Patrick's Day parade. Mostly rookies and second-year guys hustling, but missing that grizzled anchor to bark orders and steady nerves. C.J. Ham, our veteran fullback and special teams captain, has been sidelined with injury for 8 weeks now, leaving a leadership vacuum that's echoing in every miscue. Without him, turnover rate spikes 22% on returns, per advanced analytics from Vikings News. It's youth versus experience, and right now, the kids are learning the hard way. But hey, that's NFL life, sink or swim. What if I told you the swim coach just hit the waiver wire? Tease alert. An old friend could flip the script faster than you can say, Skull chant. Keep watching, we're building to the big reveal. Enter the hero we didn't know we needed, Trent Sherfield, the 30-year-old special teams wizard who just got unceremoniously cut by the Denver Broncos after a 2-year, $8 million deal that didn't pan out. Released on November 15th, right before their Chiefs clash. Talk about bad timing for them, golden for us. Sherfield's no stranger to purple. He balled out here last season, snagging 8 of 9 targets for 83 yards and a score, plus 8 tackles on special teams. His release? Blame Denver's injury shuffle and a crowded WR room. Only 3 catches for 21 yards this year, but 0 drama, all reliability. As a Vikings diehard, my heart skipped imagining him back in violet, schooling our young guns. Could this be the waiver claim of the deadline? Your thoughts? Claim him or nah? What Sherfield brings isn't fireworks. It's the quiet glue that wins trenches. On special teams, he's a coverage demon, logged 36 tackles over his career, with a sure tackling rate north of 95% last year in Minnesota. No fumbles, minimal penalties. He's the anti-price in the best way, a steady hand to pair with the rookie's speed. And get this, in a season where O'Connell's finally preaching heavy personnel and run-heavy sets, up 15% in rushing attempts, Sherfield's blocking chops shine. He's pancaked linebackers like it's by week practice, opening lanes that could juice Aaron Jones for another 1,000-yard tear. Vikings News is calling it a right fit, right time move. I'm all in. Fans, would you splash cash on a reunion like this midseason? Slotting Sherfield back into the offense? Minimal splash, maximum smarts. He'd be that third-down safety valve, knowing KOC's scheme inside out from 24. 8 catches last year, but each one counted. A 22-yard dagger for his TD, yards after catch averaging 9.2. In Denver, he was underutilized, but here, he could spell Jordan Addison on jet sweeps or block for returns, easing the load on our banged-up depth. At 30, he's no long-term WR1, but for a squad eyeing contention, his versatility screams value. Think special teams ace with offensive insurance. Picture the huddle. Sherfield barking at Price. Eyes up, kid. Own it. Chills, right? Who's hyped for this potential purple homecoming? Now, the elephant in the igloo. Is signing a 30-year-old special teamer worth it when we're 4-6 and staring down a brutal schedule? Some fans are already mentally packing for 2026 draft dreams, ready to torch this year like a missed extra point. But hold that thought. Coaches like O'Connell are wired for war, not surrender. Players grind till the horn, and every tweak now builds the beast for next fall. Sherfield's not a savior, but he's a bridge. Veteran poise for our sloppy pups, cutting fumbles by example and penalties through reps. Vikings News crunched it. Teams adding midseason vets like this win 62% of remaining games. Why wait? Strike now. Even if Sherfield's a rental, not a rebuild cornerstone, his presence mentors the future. Think Price evolving into a Pro Bowl returner under that wing. We've got blocked kicks and explosive returns in our toolkit. Just need the polish. Ham's rehabbing, but Sherfield buys time, stabilizes coverage units that rank 24th in opponent return average. It's low risk, high reward. Claim him off waivers. Plug him in Week 12 versus Green Bay. Watch the magic. As a fan who's suffered through too many what-if off-seasons, this feels proactive, passionate, like the Vikings front office finally listening to the roar from the stands. Agree? Hit that like if you're chanting for the claim. Diving deeper into the Daniels dilemma, KOC's sideline explosion post-Bears wasn't theater. It was a coach at his limit after 4 years of middling special teams ranks. 27th in DVOA last season, scraping 19th now despite flashes. That 56-yard bomb? Coverage unit miscommunication, per film breakdowns from Vikings territory, gaps wide as the Metrodome roof. Daniel's seat is warming. Whispers of restructure if we miss playoffs. But adding Sherfield? It lightens his load, proves commitment to fixes. Fans, is it time for a coordinator change? Or does experience save the day? Your call. Comment wars incoming. Rookie growing pains hit hard, but Price's upside is electric. 43-yard punt return last Sunday set up a go-ahead score. His third top 10 play of the year. Yet those 3 fumbles? Brutal, turning potential into pain. League high for returners. Sherfield's 0-fumble career on ST? The antidote. Pair them. Price's wheels, Trent's hands boom. Dynamic duo. Stats back it. Vets like him cut rookie error rates by 18% in high-leverage spots. Imagine no more called back TDs. That's momentum we can build on. Who's your dream return tandem? Spill it. Penalties aren't just flags. They're momentum killers, shifting 606 yards against us. Enough for 3 turnovers worth. Kickoff returns? 12 infractions, league worst, nullifying 200-plus yards. Sherfield's clean sheet last year in Minnesota. 0 personal flags. He'd drill discipline, maybe even flip our ranking to top 10. O'Connell's run-heavy pivot needs this, fewer 3-and-outs from bad field position. As Vikings News puts it, fix the foundation, build the fortress. Pumped yet? Almost teaser time for how this reunion happens. Reunion vibes. Sherfield knows the playbook, the culture. Slotted right in last year like he never left. Denver flop? Mismatch. Here it's destiny. Waiver claims low cost, maybe a late-round pick if contested, but with his ST value, we're frontrunners. Touch base now, Kwesi. Don't sleep. For a lost season? Nah, it's fuel for fire. Every win matters in the North. Fans, poll time. Claim Sherfield today or wait for FA? Vote in comments. Why now? No waiting till 26. Address it, own it, evolve. Sherfield's experience for the young guns. Invaluable, cutting slop by half overnight. Even short-term, he stabilizes, teaches tackling angles, return reads. O'Connell's message? We're all in every phase. Vikings News echoes. Make the move. Momentum's waiting. Heart racing. Mine too. This could spark a surge. Wrapping the why. Sherfield's fit is surgical ST ace, blocker, slot option. At the right time, post-release, pre-deadline. Surprised if not chatting already. For us fans, it's hope in purple ink. But wait. Is this the only fix? Tease. One more angle on how it reshapes our run game. Heavy personnel love from KOC. Sherfield thrives there. Elite blocking grades. 78.2 PFF last year. Opening creases for Jones. Up 15% in rushes, we need this edge. Minimal WR splash, but safe hands when hot. Perfect puzzle piece. Who's blocking your fantasy roster with this news? Final push. Don't write off 2025. Fight like Vikings. Sherfield's the vet voice our kids crave. Turning slop to sharpness. Claim him. Let's roar back. Skol. All right, Purple Nation. We've ripped through the heartbreak, hyped the hope, and mapped the magic of bringing Sherfield home. Now it's your turn to keep the fire lit. If this got your blood pumping like a fourth-quarter comeback, smash that like button harder than a Justin Jefferson stiff arm. Drop in the comments. Claim Sherfield yesterday or what? Who's your special team's MVP wish? Hit subscribe for more Vikings news breakdowns, daily doses of Skol straight to your feed, and share this with your tailgate crew to spread the purple gospel. We're in this together, fam. Next stop, victory formation. Skol Vikings.